So a couple weeks ago, you decided to push your commitment back just because of the difficulty of the decision and really just trying to process it and not be so bogged down with things that you didn't value as much as, what you went in there, your decision to make. And so your values were set clear, I think, post that delay. And so today you make that decision. Tell the world, Quay, where Quay's gonna be playing his football at when he enters into college.
The next 3 to 4 years, I'll be taking my talents too.
My name is Dre Muhammad. I'm a developmental trainer with the Separation podcast, and we're here with my man, Quay Guilford. How you doing, man?
Doing great.
Doing great. So today's a big day for you, but before we get into all of that, let's talk about your process, man. I know you were a young guy when you first walked in the facility. Your older brother, Jamont, was here training, and then you just came off of an All-American, I believe, a game. Was it in Florida?
No, it was in Atlanta.
Atlanta. So you just came off All-American game in Atlanta, but you walked in, and I remember first seeing you, and you were just like this young, flimsy, slinky dude who really was just here because your brother was here, to be honest with you. But to see you from there to now, like your brother said, has been major improvement. So talk to us about the whole process, man. How did you even get into football? Let's dial back all the way to when this first started.
This first started in Metro. My dad had my mom have us do something, me and my big brother do something because we was just irritating her. We was just in the house doing everything, playing football outside. So my mom woke up one day, she was like, I'm gonna put you guys in Metro. We was like, what is Metro? We didn't know what that was. We was just coming into Fort Wayne, so nobody understood what we were saying or anything. We went to the Rams first practice and we didn't have no cleats. We was always known for not having cleats, so we was running and stuff. My brother was the one that made the name for us. Everybody was calling him G1. I was surprised. I was on the line my PE year. Like, I was skinny.
What position on the line?
I played middle linebacker and right tack. I don't know.
Were you overweight or you just wasn't good?
I wasn't good. Like, I was trash at football. Yeah. So I didn't really have no drive to play football. I liked basketball more at the time. Later on, I made a name for myself first JV year. Then everybody started calling me G2. I had a big game. I think we played the Cardinals, and I was going against D-Ho and Chris Moon. And I was just always look at him. I always hear their name all year long because I was kind of scared of him, like just the hype around him. But I went out there, I was just balled against him. Everybody started calling me G2. I deserved my name after my brother, so that's where it all started.
Talk to us a little bit about the family dynamics. Obviously, mom, dad has been a big factor in your process. As you said, mom just wanted to get y'all out the house. But talk to me about the family dynamics in regards to how much has mom and dad done for you up until this point? Like, what is that relationship like for you with them?
I mean, my mom is my rock. That's my heart. So whatever she says, I do it. Like, whatever vision she has for me, I'm gonna do it. And I trust her with everything, and my dad as well. So they've always been there to support me. Whatever I want to do, she gonna invest into me. She taught me hard work. She's working 24/7. So she really just pushed me. She said, Quay, if you're gonna do it, you gotta finish it. So I started football, and she said, I'm gonna finish with football, so.
And talk to me about your older brother, Jamont, because I knew Jamont before you.
Yes, sir.
And Jamont was a talented receiver as well. Didn't get the size that you got, but he had the ability. So talk to me about his influence on you and kind of how that has helped you as well throughout this process.
Well, I didn't have my dad for the longest, so my brother is basically my father. Like, he taught me all this stuff, taught me the ins and outs of everything, talk to girls, how to maneuver.
Who taught you how to talk to girls?
My big brother.
Okay.
He do all of that. So he had it all before. Like, I always was his shadow. Like, for the longest, I was his shadow. Like, he knew how to run the routes, he knew how to do everything, and I was just there, tall, lanky, just there. So, like, when he was telling me, like, Quay, don't do such and such, but he was doing it, like, it never made sense. So, like, he'd be telling me, just listen to mom. But I'm hard-headed. Out of all my siblings, I'm the worst one. So
repeat that again. I think your mom appreciates you saying that.
Out of all the siblings, I've been the worst one. Just learning from him everything, like his mistakes that he made. I feel like my brother would be at a D1 college going to the league, or in that, like, on his way there if he didn't slip up and be in girls' faces and stuff like that. So all his mistakes I won't make.
But he also went through the process, was trying to make it to the next level. Made it to the next level, went to a school, and then opted to shut down football. But he's been super supportive. Tell me how that support that he's had from his experience have helped you and pushed you and propelled you.
I mean, his opinion is always unbiased. Like, he just wants the best for me, like everybody around me. But he he loves every school. Like, he knows who I truly am because he's been around me for so long. So it's always unbiased. I'm always listening to him and what he has to say. Like, I hear my mom, dad, you, of course, like I always hear everybody. And then I'm like, dang, it's so much stress on me. And then he just tell me, Quay, you looking at it at the wrong side of things. And then talk to me and tell me the right way to look about everything.
Now, he's your older brother, but then talk to me about your siblings, because how many do you have?
It's 6 of us.
6 of you. Now, where are you at in
second oldest?
Second oldest. So talk to me about, we know Chemo. We know Chemo. Talk to me about the other siblings that you have.
So after me is Chemo, Hakeem, then it's Kyron, then it's Camden and Kamora. The younger two, Camden and Kamora, they just came about 2 years ago. So they just knew. So it was like Camden, when he wake up, he's the leader of the whole house. Well, however he wake up, that's the day we gonna have everybody, including me. So like, however he wake up, that's the day we gonna have again. And they all just like, Quay, I don't know how you're doing it. Quay, how do you do this? How do you do that? So I gotta be a role model for him, you know, and this is my last year in the house or whatever. So teaching Chemo this stuff, because he's in high school now, his first year of high school, you think he already that, and I'm gonna do a lot.
He does.
So
he does, and he went in on the first play of practice last week.
Didn't know nothing.
And didn't know to play 2 plays in a row. Talk to me how, again, to your point when you talk about being a leader in a household, talk to me about how that drives you, because obviously you got mom and dad doing what they can, and then, you know, mom works tireless. Talk to me about mom work ethic first, because mom work ethic is unlike. Like it's unusual, it's not typical. Talk to us about that work ethic.
Well, my mom, she's been doing this since I've known my mom. Like, it don't stop. From the time she wakes up she gets off of work at 8 o'clock in the morning. She goes to work at 12. So she don't get a full 8 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep, and she works second and third shift. So it's not like she has to do it. She chooses to do it. Like, we're like, Mom, you don't have to work. You got what you like. We don't ask for much, or when we do, she works even more. So it's like, she's gonna do everything she can. She's gonna get the shirt off her back. She's gonna, especially for her kids, like she's picking them over anybody, the whole world.
So hold on. So she gets off at 8, and then she goes back in at 12.
Yes, sir.
And she probably didn't even sleep that whole time.
Probably.
When I stopped by the house the other day, Chemo came out, and he was like, "Yeah, my mom been up for 3 days straight." So that type of work ethic, how does that influence you when you get into the sports realm?
It's like, if my mom is doing it, if my mom can take it, I know I can. Like, and I've seen it for so long. Like, it's like, why not do it? And so I don't have a choice to do it, because I have to stop her from working. And if I don't, she's gonna keep working, and then I'm gonna just be in the same situation I am now, and that's not gonna happen. So,
talk to us about your high school career. Obviously, you've been a part of Traction. You've grown through Traction. I think you're growing faster now than you've ever grown. I think that your mind is catching up with the body, the physicality, the skill. But talk to us about your time in Traction as it relates to you having to always look up to people, and now you being the person that people are looking up to. Like, how has that been for you? Because you've seen a lot of good players, from Mylan to Tay to Caden Hurst to Carter Minix, even some those before you. You have Brock Schott, you have Stratton Fuller, you have all of these people that you've got to see go through this process. And obviously, you know, I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna go back to the question of, you get to see everybody go through that process, but then it's one of those things where you admire it, and then you don't realize what that process looks like until you get into it. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But talk to us about how you've been able to navigate being somebody that's under the wings of players, and then now you are taking players under your wings.
So when I first came into Traction, like, I would always see Graham's grinding, and I'll see him doing stuff in Tay. Like, my first ever training session, I jumped in with them thinking I fit in, and I never fit in.
I got videos, just FYI.
I never was a hater though. Like, a lot of people, when they get in the process, they always like, or when they get deep into it, it's like they see other people getting stuff and they get conceited, and they're like, why am I not getting it? But they are. But I've never been that way. Like, I always was smiling like, okay, it's true. What Dre's saying is true. Like, I know it works, so I'm gonna be there one day. And that's always been my mindset. When I'm there, I'm gonna take it in a good way, not a bad way, because a lot of people get to this situation I'm in, and then it goes downhill. So just taking it day by day and going up from there. And then, like, with being a role model to the younger people, it's hard, because like, I don't know. It's easier with my siblings because I know them, but like when it's a stranger, it's like, okay, I don't know who this person is, but I know that I have to lead them the right way. With that being said, like, Traction, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be at Northrop, or I wouldn't be still playing football if it didn't come to Traction, because coming here every day, keeping the love for the game, like, that's what Traction is. It's just not training every day. It's like, I'm with you every day, I'm with your brothers every day. Like, that's my family outside of my household. Like, I'm with y'all every day, so it's like I see my role models here, and it's great role models, so it's like, it's like, you can't really put it in words because it's traction, it's a family, it's a brotherhood. It's not just you training. They talk about your mental here. Like, it's not just when you're having bad days, they know it. Like you good, what you need, and especially with you, like you're always there for me. So it's like when I'm having bad days at practice or when Northrop's not having the good years that they haven't been having the last couple of years, Traction's always been here. So that's what Traction is for me.
I'm gonna go through a list of names, and I want you to give me your first thought on these names. And I'm gonna talk about players that I just mentioned.
Okay.
Mylan Graham. Give me your first thoughts on Mylan Graham. What has Mylan Graham taught you?
Consistency, first off. Consistency, like just to go, like not to really talk. He's not a big talker at all. Like to just go and put your head down and just work and not talk about the stuff you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it. I remember Surrey, he's at Northrop with me now. They used to talk trash about Grams in the group chat and tell him he wouldn't do that in the SAC. Grams was like, bet. And I always defend him in the group chat. I'm like, yes, he would. He would do this. You know, I was the fan of Grams at the time, but still am. But he would be talking trash to him. And I'm like, he will. The next year he came and had 1,200 yards against SAC. I'm like,
Tay Johnson.
My brother, that's my big brother. He helped when I was in Metro. I was the first person I seen was Tay. He was playing against my big brother, and my first thought of Tay is like he's just a dog. Like he's from the hood of Fort Wayne. Just a dog, just a dog. Like he gonna do the rapping with you. He gonna talk trash and he gonna back everything up. Like if you talk trash, back it up. That's what he teach me.
What about Caden Hurst?
He's a stand-up guy. He's like that's the best thing to describe him as a stand-up guy. He gonna chill with you, talk trash with you, but he's one of the hardest workouts I've ever seen in my life. Like in the workout, he ain't gonna talk about afterwards. He gonna crack jokes, make TikToks, chill with you. But
Caden Hurst make TikToks? Wow,
he do.
That's good to know. I didn't know that.
For Carter Minix.
Carter Minix. That makes sense. He would make him with Carter Minix. Carter
Minix. He's like him too. He's quiet. He's gonna work. Like, seeing all them four of them boys work together, it was like crazy, because I know our names is big, like me, Jamari, Jaden, and Pelt, our names is big, but like them was the guys to look up to, and they always doing something at different schools. So with Carter, my brother went over there with him. He cool, he a cool guy too. He a stand-up guy. I see him, like he gonna go far.
Yeah. What about Brock Schott?
Brock Schott. White chocolate, man. He got some sauce to him. Like he got some sauce. He act like us. Like he moves just like Tay. Like he's so smart, and when he do, like he know how to move, he know how to talk. Like, and he in Miami right now, so he's smooth. He's smooth. He's a smooth guy.
When you say smooth, are you talking about like with the females? Because I'm
both, anything.
Okay, because
training, he big. He like 6'4", 2 something.
Brock might be 6'3",
but he bench like crazy. He always been like a bodybuilder. So
Stratton Fuller.
Stratton, that's one of the hardest workers. If Caden, Caden's 2, Strat's 1 for sure. And I work Strat still. We had a training session a couple weeks ago, and he was telling me how much I've grown and stuff, and I was like, yeah, but I don't see it. A lot of people tell me, but I don't see it.
Because you see yourself every day.
All right.
So it's kind of hard to see growth because it's you, but everybody can see it. And so talk to me about some of these dudes that you're 2026, obviously. I think you're one of the most underrated receivers, but you are with a group of players that I think are underrated as well. Jaden Van Pelt, you got Jamar, you got Mason Boffman, Brody. You just got a group. Like, I feel like this area has been under-recruited and underrated for so long. How does that help you in this process with even the decision that you make? Because when you make this decision, you're going into a level of players who are dudes, right? Like, but being under-recruited and somewhat undervalued in this process by the media, whether it's lack of exposure or just lack of awareness from them. How does that help you rolling with those guys? Because you guys work well together, but it's like a group of you guys that are in the same boat.
With them being under-recruited, their drive is way higher than a lot of people because they are not consistent. I mean, they're not conceited or stuck in their ways because they're going to steal, they're going to grind, especially Jaden McPill. That's my dog. Like, training sessions from at 9 o'clock when you call us up here just to come up here and train when nobody's here, just us 3. Like, from him to Jamar, like, he showed me too, like, all of them, all of us, like, being under-recruited, we all got a drive to us. So I know wherever we go, like, we trying to get to the next level and going to get to the next level. So when I'm going into the next level, like, I know I'm coming to take somebody's job as well as the next person under me is coming to take mine. So I don't really, like, with them, like, yeah, we cool and yeah, we friends, but I've learned now, I'm not trying to make friends when I come to play football. Like, I want to take your job. Like, I've been saying for the longest, G5, Carnell, all of them boys, like, Carnell might leave when I'm coming in, but I'm coming to take somebody's job in my position, so.
You know, you see Mylan, and Mylan blew up to a 5-star. I'll tell you this all the time. And most recently now, I don't think you know how good you can be. I think that you've seen yourself grow to some extent. But then it's like these sessions that you have with Mylan, when Mylan does come back. Talk to us about those sessions, because obviously as somebody that you looked up to, he transitioned to college, and then college has put some of what they do in him. And so now when he comes back to train, he's not the same Mylan that he once was. And even to a point where I think the first time he came back and y'all worked out, I think he cussed you out.
Yeah, he did.
Or whatnot, because you had bent over and he was, whether you didn't eat or whatever, he had went off on you. And then the day after, you had your best performance. And then you went to work out with him another time. And then the day after, you had another best performance. It's like all these times that you're with him and you've had these opportunities to work with him after he's been there for a year. Tell me how that has been helping you out, working with Mylan.
Like before, we didn't have that chemistry what we had, but him going to O State, it shows like the standard and like what you can become and what it is there, like what you have to do there. So like working out with him, it's like he's nowhere near what he used to be.
Yeah.
Like he get out his breaks faster. I said that to you when I first seen him when we went to O State and stuff. Like he a whole new person. Like he'll be vocal with you now. He used to never talk. He used to just let you mess up and he didn't really care. But now, like on my breaks, he's showing me what to do. He's like, what is you doing? Like, get up. I'm tired too. You don't see me bending over. So him getting on me and then the next day I got to perform is like, I seen the hardest work I got to do. But like I seen what it takes, so I'm gonna just go do it now. And then the second performance was, we had a late training session with him and Jaden Hollard, and he gonna be great too.
Who is it?
Jaden Hollard. But
shout out to Jaden Hollard. You can shout him out too.
Shout out my little brother, Jaden Hollard. He gonna be a dog.
He'll be happy that you shouted him out or whatnot. But go ahead.
But yes, sir. We was all three of us here, and we was just working. It's nothing like I seen before. Like I go to O State, of course, see the practices and stuff, but I don't really see him. Like you can see him, but it's not like individualized. So seeing him individually was like a great thing for me. And then just going to Ohio State, having camps and stuff there, it showed like just being in that environment, you have to be the best you. So that's what I come to do every time.
We can't forget this in your process. So at one point in time, you were committed to Penn State.
Yes, sir.
And obviously, Coach Hagan's there. He's doing a phenomenal job. Coach LB, obviously Coach Franklin. But you were committed to Penn State at one time, and then you decommitted. Talk to us about the process of the decommitment, because in recruiting, obviously it's so much that happens, and then things get sped up. And really nowadays, things are not slow. Things are just it's fast. It's like speed dating almost to some extent. And so talk to us about the decommitment process. Obviously, I think Dad played a major part, and he in my opinion, if I was a dad and I had a son who I feel like needed to take some time out, I mean, you can't knock him for that thought process at all, because he wants the best for his son. So talk to us about that process, because I know it was difficult.
It was.
Because you had a great relationship with Coach Hagan's, good relationship with Coach Franklin.
Definitely.
And it was such a family environment. Let us hear, what's your thoughts on that?
It was great while I was there. When I was committed, like they would talk to me and stuff. What I would say is like, it's definitely family oriented there. They got a great, like, shout out to the Coach Franklin, Coach Hagan's. With me, my biggest thing was, would it fit me? Like when I'm making this decision on where I'm going to school at, it's the best fit for me. Not to be away from my hometown, Fort Wayne, or not to have the money or anything like that is what's gonna make me the best Quay. And my dad was talking to me for we had a long conversation. He didn't know I committed at first. So we had a long conversation, and then I slipped up and told him I had committed, which made him a little upset because he wasn't like around for him to hear. He told me to like back up and just take some time off and see what I had to what I was really wanted and what I really wanted from the school, because I didn't know at the time. And decommitting, it took so long to even say how I was truly feeling, and I was in a dark stage. I didn't want to play football no more. And it wasn't just not play football. It's just like I didn't want to have to deal with that big decision, if that makes sense. And then, I felt like everything was dark. Like every day I was waking up, I feel like the whole world was blue and purple. So it was definitely hard. But I'm glad I got through it, and I'm here now.
What is some advice you would give a player? Because your recruiting process was a lot different than what I'm used to. And I won't say negative or positive, it's just different as it relates to, I think for you, it just took a little bit more to really figure out what made sense for you, and the direction you were gonna go. And everything sounds good in recruiting. And so people don't really recruit off of transparency. people recruit off of emotions, so they try to get you to see, yo, you can be here, you're gonna play early, you're gonna do this, we're gonna give you all this. Like, there's all of these things that take you away from what the main thing is. The main thing is, regardless of where you go, you gotta come, you gotta perform, you gotta transition, learning playbook, learning the game of speed, the speed of the game. You gotta hit the weight room, you gotta be able to go to school, you gotta be able to hold yourself accountable outside of it. There's so many things that come along with it. What advice would you give a player going through this process? Because you were excited about the recruiting process. Then you got hit with
I'm not no more.
some obstacles that made it a little bit different.
I'll just tell them, everybody, like, to be true to yourself and be true to what you really want, and don't lose yourself in the process. Like, my first thought when I was coming in was, I told my mom if I didn't get Ohio State offer, I wasn't gonna play football no more. And like, that was my dream school in my head of where I wanted to be and where I wanted to go. So like, I lost myself in that process. I lost who I really was and like what I wanted to be and what I wanted to get out of it. Like, I started to hear money and I started to hear what I would be my first year there, and just started to get caught up in the short term. When in reality, I want to be long term and I want to stay in the league for 10 years. I would say just stay true to yourself and stay patient, and don't look at somebody else's process and think that you have to go through the same thing as them, because everybody is different.
How hard is it for you when you hear the NIL, you hear the revenue sharing, you hear all these numbers? I mean, let's be honest, as a 18-year-old, 17-year-old, it's kind of hard not to look at numbers. It's just hard not to look at numbers. How do you balance staying true to yourself, but then saying, yo, I ain't never seen this before, this is an opportunity, but then there's a focal point of, you know, even if I get this money now, what happens if I don't perform? What if I get this money now and I do perform? Like, what was your process throughout that? Because there was some good numbers being thrown at you.
For sure. I feel like beggars can't be choosers. When all that money comes, like, you have to back everything up. And before I want to back something up, I want to be that first. Like, I want to be that guy and then get paid like that guy, or not, and rather than not be that guy and get paid like I'm that guy, and then never become something. And then I'm like, dang, I got all this money. And then the school's like, I should never pay them. So my advice would be like, don't get caught up in the numbers, because the money's gonna come. Like, if your real goal is to get to the league and you wanna be that #1 round draft pick, and not necessarily draft pick, go round one, like, you'll get paid. So like, the money's gonna come, especially in this day and age. It's gonna come in college. You can getting paid straight through a sponsorship or something like that, and now the school's paying you directly. So don't get caught up in all that stuff, because the school's gonna pay you regardless. It's gonna look out for you if it's a true school and where you're supposed to be at.
How do you, I mean, you got expensive habits. I mean, what type of watch is that? Let's show the camera what that is. It's a what?
It's an AP.
I'm an Apple dude, so I don't know what that is. What is that? Can you explain to them what that is?
It's like, there's Rolex, Richard Mille, different things, you know?
Yeah.
It's an AP, it's Apple Watch.
You got expensive habits. I'm just saying, I just want them to see. I mean, you ain't gotta hide it. You wearing it for a reason.
People wear that in like football games though, Apple Watches.
Apple Watch. Oh,
yeah.
So
I'm wearing that in the game this year.
So this ain't really, because this is precious to me. So,
I understand,
but you wearing it in a football game means it's probably not worth. It's not much to you.
It means a lot, because like it's like another phone.
Okay, so that's what it means. Okay,
but this is different.
You went through. Let's talk through the schools. So your first visit was IU. Then you went Michigan, Ole Miss, and then you went Ohio State. Talk us through each visit and what made them an intriguing opportunity or a school for you.
Every school like had their own unique thing, but again, it was what best fit me.
Yeah.
So IU was close to home. I would be play early, and I was just comfortable, too comfortable in a sense. Michigan, it was I play early. Like, they'll get you situated after football, and just being around a Florida guy, because Mar there, so like.
Tell everybody where you're originally from. Everybody listen to this.
I'm originally from D-Land, Florida.
Yeah, he's been in Fort Wayne since he was 2, but go ahead.
I have not been in Florida. All right.
Explain how long you been in Florida.
I moved to Florida when we moved, officially settled down when I was like 12, 11.
So you truly a Florida boy.
Yeah, man, I'm a Florida baby.
All right, go ahead.
Springfield baby, to be exact. Mathis. But Ole Miss, it was like, that's the SEC, so I got a whole different feeling from them than the other schools. So it was like, for the longest I was stuck on them, and that's where I wanted to be at, because I just heard the number what they was gonna give me, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah. And it was not even like, I didn't even negotiate the number that they was doing yet. So it was like, okay, I can be in the SEC, I can be close to homes, both, because I would be 9 hours from both, so I'll be right in the middle. Coach McDonald was telling me he was Fort Wayne guy, Coach Kiffin, great offensive offensive guy, offensive coach.
One of the best minds in football offensively.
Definitely. Then going to O State and seeing the standard, like being around them guys, being around Jeremiah, Carnell, G5, like B.I., all of them guys, down to Denzel, to Phillip, to Quincy, like all of them, like they all like was genuine.
This past Saturday, you were able to go to Wayne High School in Ohio. We both went there, and you were able to work out with Jameer, a dude that you've known for quite some time. Interesting that y'all two dudes are, you know, when you look at the caliber of players that y'all are and the caliber of players that y'all can be, I think a lot of players nowadays get high or drunk off of what football brings to them. So notoriety, clout, you know, exposure to people. But when you watch you two have a calming spirit, real relaxed, real chill. The main thing is the main thing when y'all talk. You know, obviously, that's not to say that y'all won't go out and have fun or do things like that, but when you hear the conversations, it's one of those where, like, there's a legit obsession with wanting to be great and wanting to go through the process to be great. How was that workout with Brown? How was that?
It was a great workout. Like, this off topic, but the biggest thing I learned from that workout was, I was talking to, I think one of his coaches or something, he was like, keep your circle a dot. If you don't have a circle, keep it a dot, not a circle. So that was the biggest thing I learned from that workout. But the workout with Jameer was great. Like, just seeing how fast he is, like seeing how quick he move, and they have a great workout. Like him doing what I do every day with you, showing him other things that I don't see, and him things that he doesn't see. Like, just being around that environment, because I'm never around Ohio at all. So just being there with Ohio guy, it was smooth and different for sure.
So Jameer is, I think, the #1 receiver in the country. And if you go up to 2026, I think what I want to ask you is, are you a 3-star? Like, how do you feel about your 3-star ranking? I mean, it doesn't matter. I just want to know how you feel about your 3-star ranking. I really can care less about it, because I don't think it justifies who you are as a player and what you will be. And there's many factors and variables that go into it. But how do you feel about 3-star ranking? Because I know at one point in time, he was like, man, there's no way in hell I'm a 3-star receiver. How do you feel about it then, and how do you feel about it now?
I don't really like, without being angry, or like without me getting angry at what you just said, because I shouldn't be no 3-star receiver. But I mean, everybody has their own opinion. You know, I'm gonna let people have their opinion, and I just know to whoever's in front of me or whoever they think is in front of me, I'm coming for everything. So I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be cool with you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm coming for everything. So it's cool. Let them think this way. But after this season, it's gonna be up, and then they're gonna all be Quay, and different stuff. So I'm not really comfortable. I'm really hungry for everything. Like, make my palms itch. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for everything. So I'm ready for this opportunity.
So a couple weeks ago, you decided to push your commitment back just because of the difficulty of the decision, and really just trying to process it and not be so bogged down with things that you didn't value as much as, you know, what you went in there, your decision to make. And so your values were set clear, I think, post that delay. And so today you make that decision. Tell the world, Quay, where Quay's gonna be playing his football at when he enters into college.
The next 3 to 4 years, I'll be taking my talents to the Ohio State
Buckeyes. All right, so we got another Buckeye.
Yeah.
All right, you can throw your now you can throw your little signal up and everything like that. All right, so talk to us a little bit about what made you make that decision. Obviously, you have players from this area who's been to Ohio State. You had Rod Smith, you had Austin Mack, you've had Craig Young, you've had players who have been there. What made you make a decision for Ohio State?
There is no they're the standard. It's the Ohio State. So it's like, it's no second guess. I want to be a part of the 06. I want to be a Buckeye. Whatever it comes with, I'm here for it. So, like, I want to be the best Quay, and they're gonna make me the best version of myself. So,
talk about Heartline, because Heartline has had a hard push for you for quite some time. Talk about your relationship with Heartline and the transparency of his recruiting style towards you.
Coach Hart is the realest coach besides you that I ever met in my life. So, like, he kept it 100 with me throughout the recruiting process.
I'm 1, he 2.
Y'all 1-1. 1A, 1B.
Nah, I'm 1, he 2. He can be 2. He can be 2. Go ahead.
But he kept it 100 with me, told me what it would take for me to be that starter and be who I want to be, what it looks like, and just keeping it genuine with me. Like, Quay, I want you. I don't really care about the stars or whatever you got going on or whatever the media has going on, I want you and I'm here to push for you. And since day one, he's been here pushing for me, talking to me, telling me what I need to work on, what I could fix, and yes, sir.
How has the relationship been with Coach Day? Obviously, you've talked to Coach Day quite a bit. How has that relationship been? I mean, he's been a Buckeye coach for quite some time, just came off a national championship. To sit down and have a conversation with a coach as such and to be wanted by a coach, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great. He told me again, when we had a meeting, he told me what it would take, told me about like what he sees me coming in there doing, what it would take for me to be that guy that I want to be, and how long it would take, and it's up to me, and what he's giving me, what he's providing for me, and just being that guy, like from A to Z, like what it's gonna take, and that's what I want to be a part of.
Coach Jordan's played a valuable role in this process too. How has he helped you in his decision?
Coach Jordan, like he called me when we was in Florida. He called me, he was like, man, I want you to be a Buckeye, but I also want you to want to be a Buckeye. So they want guys that want to be a Buckeye, and I think that's his biggest point to me. Like, if I want to be a part of it, just come on. Like, we're gonna work. I'm gonna be the best version of myself, and I'm gonna be that guy. And that's what I want to be at the Ohio State.
You get to spend some more time with your boy G5.
Yeah, G5.
How excited are you to see him at this level, grassroots level, watch him grow and develop, him get to that point, and then now you come in a couple years after he's performed and played to see him again at that level. So now we're talking about a different Mylan Graham than was in high school.
Right.
How are you thinking about that experience with him and, being able to see somebody that you have a close relationship with?
It's G5 at the end of the day. So like just seeing him grow and like seeing what I could be as well, because what he's become and like the standard that he set there, and he came from Fort Wayne and he set a high standard because Austin was there and stuff, but like he made a big impact, and I want to come and do the same thing, and just like seeing him be able to grow again and knowing I could do the same thing, if not better. I want to say more talent-wise because he's skill-wise and I'm just more raw than he is, so yes, sir.
What does it take for Quay to be not just a Buckeye, but a Buckeye that can contribute and will contribute when that time comes?
Winning over Coach Mick, that's the first thing. But winning over everybody, winning over my peers, and being consistent, showing them what I can do day in and day out, and be dedicated and obsessed with the game like I am now.
What makes Quay special?
My mental, my mind, how I move, how I operate. Like nobody moves and operates how I operate. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna love you hard, and I will want the same thing back. Like I'm a loyal guy. Like I'm not ever gonna break a fold. Like I'm loyal, and I'm never gonna give up on nothing. And I feel like I perform better underneath pressure.
Well, I can agree with that. I went off on you, I don't know how many times or whatnot. Then talk about your ability to receive certain coaching, because I think in this recruitment process, I've told multiple coaches, it's not just because you also may still grow, right? Like that's still a possibility. Your grandpa was 7 foot.
Okay.
And so you still have plates open. And so there may be a 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" Quay in there. I don't know. Right. Things happen. But talk to us a little bit about just your ability to take coaching. Because I think a lot of players have talent, a lot of players have ability, but that mental aspect of being able to receive the information and instruction that will allow them to continue to grow and evolve, you thrive under that. But I think that comes from your parents.
They do.
You used to it. So talk to us about how that has developed you into a person that can receive information and thrive off of that, regardless of how it's being presented.
My mom is my biggest critic. So like a lot of people just say that and their mom don't really say nothing to them. But my mom gonna tell me about myself every
she just
day.
went off on you, I think it was a while ago. It was recently, because you was playing video games, acting a fool on a video game. She went off on you,
She went off on me last night too. But my mom, that's my biggest critic. I've heard everything in the book. Like no coach will ever be able to say something to me and I'll be hurt or it's hurting my feelings, because I know they want the best for me.
Yeah.
So if I can take it from my mom, she's always told me if I can take it from her, I can take it from anybody. Like from a coach to my dad to anybody, my brothers, anyone. Like I took it from my mom. Like my mom gave me the raw how she felt, and she keeps it 100 with me. So that's what I thrive off of. Like that's what I want. Tell me what it is. Don't sugarcoat nothing with me. Don't tell me, oh, I see you doing this, but you hiding the schedule or agenda, a secret agenda. So tell me what it is. Tell me 100, and I'm gonna go grind and I'm gonna get it the way you're telling me to do it. And if you feel like I'm slacking, tell me that I'm slacking, because I'm gonna pick it up.
How do you now, with your decision being made, obviously there's gonna be a lot more eyes on you. What does that look like for you because you are growing off the field leadership wise, not just with the with the football program at Northrop, but you're growing off the field, even in training sessions, watching individuals struggle, and then you go by the side and you help them up, pick them up, or whatever. But now that you are a Buckeye, what does that look like for you in terms of leadership? How are you processing the eyes that are going to be on you?
Again, Ohio State is the standard. So like with them important eyes being on me, like I know what I want to get out of Ohio State and I know what they're giving me. So really just becoming a better leader. So when I get in there, it's not hard and I know how to take leadership rather than just be a hard head to what they're telling me. So just being inside Northrop for the longest, like it's hard to be a leader there because we don't win a lot. So like we're trying to be a leader.
Did not win a lot.
But we didn't win a lot in the
did
past.
make that pass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like we didn't win a lot in the past. And just seeing like them, like I was that guy for them. Like they was, and I never seen it in myself, but they seen it in me. So like becoming the Quay I am now, and not being like when I'm being a leader, like not cussing nobody out or not being hard on nobody, like learning what everybody's different. You might learn a certain way than this person, but just learning that and then teaching them that way.
Obviously, the pressure's on because you have a rich history of Ohio State receivers, and it has been a reality that recently the level of receiver play has increased every single year. And every single year you get one out, you get another one in, you get one out, you get a couple out, you get a couple in. So there's like a process, a factory that's going on there. Where do you see yourself at in regards to not necessarily the order of players, but where do you see yourself providing that organization, that program, and what can Ohio State fans, coaches, peers, teammates, administrative staff, what can they get, or what do you expect them to get out of you?
The closest thing to perfection. Like I'm a master of my craft. I'm a master of everything that I do. So you won't see me, if you see me slacking a lot, it's gonna be, you gonna know what something's up. And I'm coming to take everything from somebody. I love my teammates. I'm gonna love my teammates hard, and I want them to do the same for me, but I'm coming for everything. So they're gonna get a hard worker, dedicated, obsessed with the game. I'm gonna be there 24/8. Like you're gonna have to tell me get out, and then that's when I'm gonna get out. So that's what you're gonna have to expect from me. And I'm gonna be the same person on the field that I am off the field. I'm not gonna change up. I'm not that type of guy. If a fan comes up to me, I'm gonna love on the fans. I'm not the type of guy, I'm not gonna be mean to you, even if I'm having a bad day. Like, cause I was one of that kid before that went up to a player and he didn't give me nothing. So
you want to call that player up? No,
I'm cool. I'm cool. But yes, sir. Just knowing I'm not gonna lose myself in that process for real.
What there was a question I had for you that your receiver going to Ohio State. Give me your top. I don't want to say top 3 because it can get kind of hairy. Give me your top 5 Ohio State receivers.
Out of order. It's out of order.
Let's do out of order. Just give me top 5, and then give me your reason why you put them in the top 5.
It's kind of obvious.
No, it's not obvious. I mean, you talk about that history of receivers. It's not.
I'll say Ted first.
Ted who?
Ted Ginn first.
Okay, Ted Ginn.
Marvin Harrison Jr. If I do the order, I'm gonna do order. Okay. I'm gonna put Marvin at number 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Chris at 2. It's Chris. That's my favorite receiver. So it's Chris. I'm gonna do Chris at 2. Garrett at 3. Ted at 4. And then 5. I don't really know. It's so hard to do.
That's why I try to make it easy for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
5 in order. Just give me 5, but
okay, 5. 5th one I'll do. I'll do new school. I'll do Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Yeah. Cool.
No. My bad, Jeremiah. I'll do Carnell.
Do Carnell?
Carnell.
Why Carnell?
Carnell is the best leader I've seen going to Ohio State. Like he's the biggest leader, and he's that guy. He's quiet. He's real humble. Like he lost his mom, so like he's real humble. He don't say too much, and he gonna grind. And one of the best route runners I've ever seen. He's smooth, and he that guy. He don't ask for a lot. He don't be mad that he don't get the ball or nothing like that. That we see, like that he gives us to see or puts out for us to see. Yeah. And he's just a smooth guy. He gonna play his part. He gonna get to the ball. He gonna score. He gonna catch it, get upfield, catch it, because he's the best contested catcher. So that's why I put him.
Were you at the tournament when we played Carnell?
Yes, I was.
What grade? You were 15U?
I was 15U.
You're 15U when we played Carnell in Chicago.
That was the year he went.
Yeah, that was he was the number one. I think he was one of the top receivers in the country for sure, because he was a 5-star. But you got to see him. But you didn't get to meet him then, did you?
I did. I took a picture with him and stuff.
So you got a picture of him. Okay, so that thing,
it's crazy.
Seemed young and old at the same time.
How am I old?
Because it seemed you growing obviously, but then you seem young. The fact that you took a picture with Carnell when he was in high school or whatnot. But is there anything that you want to communicate to the people that are watching this, whether it's upcoming players, whether it's parents that go through the process, because this process is just as frustrating, as difficult as a parent that it could be for a player. And so is there anything advice that you want to give anybody of a people, player, parent, coach, trainer, anybody? Recruiting process specifically, but then also the development process that you go through, that you're learning about yourself more through in training.
Okay, I'm gonna do development first. To all like the youth and stuff, your mental health is important. So like, put that first before everything. Like, talk to people. Don't sit back and just let it go. And like, because at one point I was like mentally like that's the biggest struggle for me. Or
dive in a little bit more about that. Because I know my wife ended up talking to you, and she won't share none of the information. I don't know what the heck was talked about, but you struggle mentally a lot with that. Talk to us about that process and share what you want to share. You don't have to feel like you have to share everything, but share what you want to share.
Okay, so recently I lost my biggest supporter to me, which was Willie Ivy.
Yeah.
So that took a big toll on my mental. Like, some days, like late nights, you get to think about your lost ones and stuff like that. So my mental, I'm not weak mentally. Like mental health is important to me, but like for the longest I didn't think my mom liked me. So it was like,
talk to us about that one, because I talked to her the other day about that.
So when I was in seventh grade, I really was depressed and I have a PlayStation. So let's start there. I get depressed over weird things, or like I don't really get like that now. But when I was younger, like I didn't have a game for the longest. Like I broke my game. I was done for 2 weeks. My mom was telling me she was gonna give me a PlayStation 5. This was when the PlayStation 5 was coming out. So I didn't have a game for like 7 months. So that already threw my mental and stuff off. And it was COVID at the time.
Not a game, so you're depressed.
Yep. So it was COVID, so I didn't have nothing to do. Yeah. So you can't go outside, you can't do nothing. So I'm just in my room all day. So for the longest, I wouldn't talk to my mom, and I feel like she didn't like me. So eventually, it was the first day of school, my first day of school, 7th grade, and I was sitting in a Tahoe truck with my mom. She wasn't talking. This was the day before. She was just talking. I was just looking at her like, I really think my mom hates me. And then the next day, first day of school, I wasn't talking the whole drive there. And my mom was like, what's wrong? And I just bust out crying. And she's telling her everything. My mom started, that was my first time seeing my mom cry. And she was crying to me and she was talking to me and telling me what it was, and she never would hate me, it's my mom. So I just thought that for the longest. So then it's just like, your mental health is important. Your mental health is important. Your mental health is important again. Like my big brother, seeing him struggle mentally, like me being there for him, like him telling me what it is and take my mental health serious and stuff. That stuff is important. Like seeing Kyle Lacey kill himself and things like that, like I've been at that point before. So like seeing him do that, and he was one of my like I trip out like him, I do everything like him. Like I want to meet him.
TikTok, we know.
And so like
you and Malik.
No, I'm not like Malik. But yes, sir.
We won't say the last name.
But yes, sir. Just taking all of that stuff serious, development-wise, and then recruitment-wise, it's really hard. I'm not gonna lie to all the you want to have all these offers, and you want to go to any school you want to go to, until it gets down to the commitment date. Then they all calling you. Then they all like, okay, so why? And then it's like, you have to come up with a reason why. Like, what's your reason why? You can't just because you like this school more than them. Again, don't lose yourself just because they tell you a number. Like a school might offer you $1 million, but another school might offer you $250, and one of the schools is better than the other. And then, like, just focus on your long-term goal, not short-term as well. Like getting to the league, but being there for a while, taking care of your body and stuff like that.
If we learn anything, parents, if your child does not have a gaming system,
oh my gosh,
please get them a gaming system, because mental health is really important, and that allows players to go into deep depression. So please get them whatever gaming system they're asking for, PlayStation 5, Xbox, whatever. And then the two, obviously, players, I think it's important, and I think it's the typical keep the main thing the main thing. I think the biggest thing for players is that when you go through this process, it's about understanding your core values. Like, what do you value and why do you value whatever it is that you value? And then sticking true to those, because again, to your point, nowadays I've heard a lot of money be thrown, not just at you, but I've heard a lot of money be thrown at players in general. You know what I'm saying? If you make a decision based off of money and that's the priority, then we've seen situations like Texas A&M a couple years ago, who was buying all these players, and then that team is no longer together, whether it be the duration of when it happened or whatever, but that team wasn't that great. And so I think players have to be smart about what's the main focus. Like, is the main focus to make money short term? Is the main focus to really go into a process, and this is what we talked about, go into a process that's going to make you the person that's able to earn and then sustain what you earn, and not just that, but earn opportunities to play and then sustain playing. Because there's a lot of players who go into the next level who may play early, but they aren't being developed enough to sustain that level of production. And so they may get to the next level and it may be good initially, but I think all good things come to an end. And sometimes it can be so good and end so quick that all it is just a memory in your thought process versus it being a reality for a 10-year window, a 15-year window. So I think that's a major point or emphasis that you talked about. But congratulations on your next phase. Obviously, we got a lot more work to do. Your brother shaking his head, look, we got a lot more work to do. So it's not one of those deals where it's going to be celebrated. For me, it's going to be short-term celebrated. And then tomorrow, it's about being prepared to make that transition at the next level. So man, enjoy it. Live it up with the family. And tomorrow we get after it.
There's not really nothing to live up, but yeah, let's do it.
All right, enjoy it. Whatever you want to do.
Let's do it, man.